Hello, Internet. How's it going? Right. Sorry, I'm just slightly confused by Twitch's antics, because I keep trying to change the game that I'm playing and it keeps reverting back to whatever I last played, and this time I remembered to double check what it was doing. Okay, so, having finished... Why is the camera pointing that way? That's fine. Having finished Mass Effect 1 before Desert Bus, I decided to take a break from Mass Effect. So at the moment I'm playing Metroid Dread on Tuesdays. Oh, hey Snuggle Foxes, how are you? So Tuesdays are the Scream Zone, and then I've decided that I'm going to give Boyfriend Dungeon a go. For anybody who missed the kerfuffle, this is a game that was developed by a small independent queer studio, and it seems to have gone down like Marmite. It sure does sound like a game, doesn't it? It's gone down like Marmite. I've heard a lot of very good things about it, and I've also heard a lot of less good things about it, and some of it I think is the way that it was marketed. Some of it was, I think, minor errors in how it was kind of presented at the start of the game. Some of it was the fact that we expect, when queer people, queer creatives make stuff, we expect it to be perfect. And it's not, and like, it's okay that it's not, but yeah, that's, I think, why it got a lot of backlash. And I think, like, I've seen people whose opinions I genuinely respect have serious problems with this game, so I kind of want to check it out for myself. But if you're not familiar with it, it is a dungeon crawler where you date your weapons. So let's dungeon some boyfriends, I guess. Here's hoping I saved my Pokemon game. Everything is fine. Yes, Twitch, I know I'm streaming. Hitbox Games. Yes, those are the people who made it. This is the first time you're hearing of this. Yeah, it... Ooh. Music. Let's check out the options before we dive into anything. Volume... Goddess Shield. We might come back to the Goddess Shield. What's the deal with the beverage? Let's go with the bubble tea. Cool. New game. Okay, this game's story involves exposure to unwanted advances, stalking, and other forms of emotional manipulation. Play with care and take breaks as needed. So this is kind of the core of where a lot of the flack came from, is that the original phrasing of this content note was something along the lines of, this game may involve these things, and actually it turned out it's absolutely core to the storyline. And so what happened was that people kind of went, well, I feel really creeped out by this, you should at the very least change the content note, which they did, and I think that's great that they responded to that. But then a lot of people also said, well, it's so core to the storyline that I can't play this, you should change the storyline, which I am less of a fan of as an approach, because it's okay if the thing is not for you, and we may find that this is not for us, but also kind of be aware of this as we're going through this as well, and yell if there's any issues, because I too can take breaks, both for myself and for chat. Alright? Yeah, let's see how we go. Snuggle Foxes, I saw you in Desert Bus chat. Is this something that you've done before, or did we drag you into this? character creation. I love character creation. Okay, I'm very much a... There are some protagonists who I'll just go, yes, that's the protagonist. Like Link, I never change Link's name. But otherwise, I'm always Elmyra. Like Shepard's name, I don't change. Pronouns! Pronouns does not change who you can date. I like this. This is good. What shape are my eyes? Heavy. Sleepy. Smiling. Tough. I mean, sleepy is a mood. Sleepy. Yeah, that's a good skin colour. Oh, a Loki. Hello, Loki. Yeah, Lure and Desert Bus seem to be a bit like a black hole and just dragging things in. But yay, Desert Bus. Hope you enjoyed it. Ah! Ooh, wavy. Kinky. Short. Buzz cut. Bowl cut. These are all pretty cool, actually. I mean, none of them are like my epic haircut, which I went to the hairdressers today, and my hairdresser is my hairdresser became my hairdresser because he's a massive nerd and he's not scared of taking the clippers to my head. He's still my hairdresser because he is very good at what he does. And so, like, we've kind of worked on this haircut over a number of years and it's got more ridiculous over time. And he described it today as, from a technical hairdressing point of view, this haircut looks like if you open the bonnet of a car and there's like 50 hamsters in there, but it still works, which I was very entertained by. Anyway, right. Yes. One of these days I'll actually dye my hair fun colours. Except it's so dark that bleaching it is nigh on impossible. Okay, I think I'm happy with this character. Yeah, character creation. Are you ready to begin? You can change your character anytime while in the apartment. That's cool! Fabulous! This game sometimes sends you supportive text messages from a character named Mum. Is that okay? If your answer is no, we'll disable these messages. I mean, I appreciate that because my relationship with my biological mother is non-existent. So this is one of the good things I'd heard about it. But I think from a in-game point of view, I might keep those because I'm curious what they say. I kind of wish they had an option to have the same messages come from somebody else. Hey, Bitieta! Final boarding call for Verona Beach. All passengers, please board immediately. BT dubs for people who joined after we saw the content note. The content note for this game says that, and like everything I've heard about it as well, is that it's very core to this story, that there's themes of stalking and unwanted advances, and if there are issues then please do yell and we'll take breaks and kind of back off from things if we need to. Verona Beach. I've actually not really seen any of the visuals for this game beyond the character designs, so this is exciting and new. I'm slightly concerned about the pins. Cats! Oh, that's a very good question, Snugglefox, is to see if it's possible to turn off the mum messages later on. We'll have a look.
We're on the beach, cuz. It's me, Jesse.
And it's voice acted, so you don't have to put up with me doing the voice acting, because I'm crap at voice acting. Hi, Jesse.
Long 10 years, huh? Your mom said you'd grown up, but I had no idea. You're so much taller.
Whee! Who are you again? So far this looks very not like a game called Boyfriend. It does, doesn't it? Who is this person?
Sorry, I just remember you as a little kid. Cousin problems.
I see.
I was in college, and you were like in the 5th grade or something. Back before California. Doesn't matter. Come on, I'll show you your room for the summer.
Okay. He leads us upstairs. You can stay here till my lease runs out in September, okay? Oh no, I might have to do some semblance of voice acting, or possibly just read things out. Let's go with read things out. I moved out to live with my partner last month, so you get free rent. Fabulous! I like free rent. Plus we'll have the whole summer to solve your little problem. What don't I know here? What did my mother tell you? Your mum said you hadn't gone on a date, like, not in your whole life. Whoa! Okay, I can see where the ace person who was like, this is not safe for me to play, was coming from. This is interesting. It's not a big deal, but I do what I can to help you. It will be a summer of love. I'm good, thanks. Or if you prefer summer of totally platonic friendly hangouts. Those. Okay, good. I'm okay with this. Thanks, Mum. Yes, quite. I'm not a pickup artist. Oh, good. But pretty sure I can teach you something about meeting people, dear gods. For some reason I keep seeing on Twitter all of like screenshots of all of the pickup artists' tweets about you see this beautiful woman, how do you open, and dear God. Okay, this is fine. As long as you're willing to be a little adventurous, you've come to the right place. Within limits and boundaries. I'm not sure my mum knows about any of the few dates. Fair. I make it a point to not give my bio family read access to my life. Verona Beach is the town for lovers, so it's best to keep your eyes and mind open. I won't guarantee you'll fall in love. Okay, good. But the date shouldn't be too hard to... Seriously! Stop it! I would like a no stop button here. I saw one of those tweets because someone I followed. Okay, did they reply in a this is how it would open way, or in a what the heck are you on way? Because there's different ways to reply to those tweets. So what do you think your main problem in love is? Okay, I'm not a fan of this. I'm actually seriously not a fan of this bit so far. Like, I would like the option of like, you know what? I'm just okay. I don't want to date. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm having feelings. I'm cursed. You unfollowed. Yeah, okay. That says enough. Cursed, but that has nothing to do with it. Yes, good. Possible, but then it can't hurt to build up some courage. No, I'm good. Curses take bravery to break, I imagine, so let's make you brave. I did not consent to this! The first step in love is finding someone with similar interests and talking to them.
Uh-huh.
So let's get you some confidence. There's a new fitness fad in Verona, perfect for meeting people and facing your fears. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, Jessie, stop trying any time, please. Yes, quite. It feels like having a more consensual approach maybe into what will be a game of dating simulation. Yeah, So the other game that's on my list of things to play, probably between Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, is... oh, blast, I've forgotten the title again. Arcade Spirits. Which is kind of like a dating sim, but you get the option to be ace, and I'm really looking forward to playing that. Yes, this is probably teach game mechanics, but still. Like, yes, this is a game, and we know some of what we're getting into, but it didn't need to be done so very narrow. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Chaparelli, we're, I have concerns about the boyfriends. You have to have an open mind, though. You ready? I mean, I know he said he's not a pickup artist, but dear God, does he give off pickup artist vibes? It's dungeons! Yes, so far this is our cousin. I would honestly feel more comfortable in BDSM spaces than I feel with this person and everything they've told me so far. Oh dear. I have high hopes for this game, and like, hopefully some of the good stuff will come through later on. Boyfriend Dungeons, not a BDSM game, it is a spin-off of Dungeons and Daddies. Yes, quite. Right. Though I guess there are some parallels. Never mind, don't think about that. Okay, you know, dungeons from like video games or D&D like that, but in real life. There's been more monster infestations lately. Okay, where did I come for my summer break? So people kill them for money. It's great for building confidence and also getting a workout. Plus, wait, hey, I wanted to ask, can you turn into a weapon? Okay. Honestly, again, I'm much more comfortable with this question than some of the others. Think of the free rent, think of the Beatietta. Monster hunting gig economy, yes, quite.
Nah.
Nope, but maybe you can. Give it a go. Okay. You squeeze your eyes shut and imagine turning into a sword, long and sharp. You open your eyes to see if it worked. Nope, your hands are still there. Same old you. I kind of wish there was a shot of like me looking at my hands here. Oh, don't look so sad, cuz. You can't do it, right? Me neither. I guess it doesn't run in the family. Transforming's big in Verona Beach. Around here, people like us are called wielders, at least around the weapon folks. You'll do great. Especially after you get a combat lesson from a sword friend of mine. I like sword friend. Sword friend should definitely be a synonym for partner. I arranged one for this afternoon. You feel your heart start to thump heavily. Meeting someone already? Yeah. Jesse's eyes widen as he shakes his head. Stop. Take a deep breath. It's not a date, it's a lesson. Here's a bit of a straight edge anyway. Puntastic. Remember, wielding isn't romantic. Perfectly platonic friends can wield each other, okay? Yes, good. I do like this bit. The important thing is that you're stronger together. Okay. Friendship is magic. So whenever you're ready, get out there and go to the mall. The mall has monsters? Apparently. Something to do with common fears. I don't really know. Ask Isaac. He'll be waiting inside. He's a fencing teacher and a perfect professional. And in the meantime, I'll set you up on a proper date. Please don't. Always check your text messages. Jesse goes to leave, then pauses. Ah, I forgot to give you a little tour of the apartment. But this is sort of all there is. All yours. I have ideas on how you could use the shelves and desk, but we can talk about that after you've settled in. Feel free to use the mirror anytime if you want to try some new looks. No pressure.
See ya.
Oh, now you say no pressure. Jessie leaves. Put swords on them, yes. Oh, I think there was a text message. I missed a text message. Oh, how controls? Phone. Don't forget to meet Isaac at the mall. Also just saw on the news that there's a weapon thief out there. Delightful. Hi, it's Jessie. Now you have my number. Don't forget to meet Isaac at the mall. The weapon thief. Weapon people are going missing. Stay safe. Well. We have stuff. Well, actually, we have very little stuff. And no money, so it's good that we're not paying rent. Weapon people, weeple. Yes, thank you, Chaparelli. Gifts. No gifts. No weapons. Okay. Currently unavailable crafting. Currently unavailable zines. This is us. Ooh. Glorious, the blacktop is frilly. Don't want a frilly blacktop, I just want a... Oh, that's even the dress. Although, that's kind of cute. But also not the gender of the day, frankly. Yes. That'll do. Hats. What is that? Headscarf. Oh, that's cute. I would like it to come in more colours, though. Turban. Okay. Bucket hat. Not ugly, just shy. No, I'm good. My hair is fabulous. Good thing we're a wielder. Yes, hopefully we will not go missing. Right. I guess we have tried everything. Okay, let's go meet Isaac at the mall. Okay. Alright. Got any other places we can go? Airplane! Pet shop? Probably not allowed in the pet shop just yet. I have concerns about the aeroplane. Can we catch the aeroplane? Tiny plane! So tiny! So tiny! Okay. Fine. Let's go to the mall. Be careful, it's dangerous. Gee, thanks. I like the dots and the noise that they make. We're on a mall. Floor 1. I wonder what all of the buttons do. Right, that's my phone. This looks more dystopian than even the usual mall. Hello. You find the long thin blade, the hilt fits nicely into your grip. A man's voice vibrates from the metal and up through your hand, making you jump. Yeah, that...
Jesse's friend. Hi, I'm Isaac. Indeed. Though I don't require the sword appellate.
Much as likely you likely aren't the person. Excuse me, human is a perfectly good term of endearment.
At least I'd hope you don't call me the man when I'm in my human form. but I'm indeed in a stock at times. Forgive me for remaining in this form for now.
What is in this stock? Is that the kind of sword?
It takes some effort to change shape, and I'd rather focus on the lesson at hand. Your hand on my hilt is as good a handshake as any, after all.
Ooh, misses.
Now, if you take a look around, you'll see we're in a mall. A dungeon is a place you can confront your insecurities.
I'm rocking mint-colored hair. Do I look insecure to you?
Your own psychology will create monsters to fight. I chose the mall because most people have fears that easily manifest here.
Okay, I mean, yes, malls are terrifying.
Depends on the person. Strangers, inadequacy, sterility, poverty.
Capitalism?
Everyone's afraid of something. Let's go ahead and look around. Let's see if we can find any monsters to fight.
Thanks for checking Wikipedia, Snugglefoxes. Okay, light attack, heavy attack. Somebody already misses me, that's presumably Mum. How do you know about swords, Chaparrali? I mean, I probably shouldn't be surprised, but... Right. Heavy attack, light attack, dodge. Okay. This is fine? This is going to be fine? Totally. Oh, there's a monster. Where is the monster? Okay, we killed the mobile phone. I also play a lot of video games, and I don't know that much about, like... I probably know about a foil and an epee, and that's about it. And, like, I have friends who fence. Nicely done. Your form is rough, but you have strong potential. Thanks. Now let's talk about that monster. It came from inside your mind. When I first started going to the dungeon as a wielder, I fought a lot of trucks. Yes, trucks. Strange as it is, I don't even hate trucks, and yet they manifested. They were monsters. Pickup trucks, dump trucks, even cement grinders, okay? It's because I had some issues around masculinity and boyhood, probably from my father. Eventually, I worked through that and killed a boss monster truck. It felt good. My point is that your phone monster could mean a few things. Maybe you fear connections to other people and intimacy. Seriously, stop that! I'm not enjoying this theme. Maybe you fear helplessness crawling like a worm the way it did. Okay. We'll figure out the deeper we explore. We'll figure it out the deeper we explore into the dungeon. What if we die? We'll just go as deep as we can today. Ooh, misses. If we get too tired and collapse, that's okay. Okay, good. I'm okay with this. We'll still get to keep any treasure we find. To avoid fainting, look for beverages. Tea, coffee, that sort of thing. Keeps your spirits up. Right, we run on caffeine. I can deal with that. You can hold up to 3 at a time and use them when you need them. Cool, I have 3 bubble teas, I think, and I have an L button for that. Do I have a health meter? You can, okay. One last observation, you can use the power of zines in combat. Press the zine button to use your dragon zine and breathe fire. Which is, oh right, is the zine button, fabulous. Maybe later you can find a new zine or even make your own. Yay, making zines. Be sure to not always rely on them though, as their use is limited. So be brave and let's fight as best we can. Together we can overcome anything. Okay. First aid box? How first aid box? Hit first aid box, oh. Can I... Well, that was a waste, because I already had 3. What's in this box? Nothing. Oh, money. Money's in this box. We like money. Even if our rent is currently free. Okay, heal. Got it. We're fine. We are totes fine. This is fine. 27 cents. I can't even see what the money was or where it went. Right, I now know what my health bar is, and it is not good. Let's have some more tea. I may regret this. What's that? I don't know. What is it, Isaac? I found sugar! The base of all food, probably. Okay. Oh. It's a sword! How did it get here? More swords. The hilt is cool, almost cold to the touch, but it quickly warms under your hand. The blade begins to transform. Oh, rose petals. Fabulous. Yes, good.
Well, hello, you two. Name's Sunder.
Hello.
Isaac Brooks. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Unusual to be here without a wielder, no?
Yeah. To be honest, I'm not really sure how I got here.
Ooh, I like the nail polish as well.
The thing I remember is someone in a cloak, chanting. And now I'm all dinged up. I must have made someone really angry if they abducted me and chipped me, whoever they are.
Oh, unfortunate.
My luck is turning around because here you are. I didn't think anyone like you would be in the dungeon.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Yeah, you. I'm not talking to the monsters, that's for sure.
There were other options.
Oh, if you're into it. Maybe we can go on a date later. Would that be okay?
Whoa, that's fast. Are you more sword or man? I don't like any of these options.
I'm both.
Both is good.
That's with Bonnie binaries. Turns out there's very few mutual exclusivities out there in the world.
Fair enough.
If we fight together, I'll protect you. All in, no matter the shape of this body.
I don't need protecting, I'm good.
Figure out how I got down here.
Right, so what you actually want is my help. But you're telling me you'll protect me and you want to go on a date.
Who would leave me here and not keep me in their embrace forever, right?
I mean, somebody clearly did.
Plenty of people are jealous of this physique, so could be anyone, really. Now I'll just cut my way out of here while you two finish up your run. I'll text you.
Have fun. The damaged blade saunters away, seeming almost to dance.
He was knocked out, damaged, and imprisoned here? Weapon forms heal quickly, as they are made from our spirits more than our bodies. Still, this is serious. I'll report our findings to the authorities. I hope the abductor can be caught.
Remember, kids, all cops are bad.
Let's keep our eye out for any other victims as we explore the dungeon.
I'm out of coffee! No! Wow, these hit hard. I'm glad that Isaac said this was too much. Wielder level 2! Okay, so we've acquired more HP. We are a hobbyist. We have maxed the love with Isaac. That sounds wrong. We've completed 0 floors. Time spent together. We have slain some phones and found a vault. Alright. We're going home in an ambulance. You feel the paramedics gently bring you to the surface and back to consciousness. Wow! This is some summer vacation. You're bone-tied but otherwise unharmed. You realise you're still holding a sword.
That concludes our first lesson. Would you mind releasing me?
Release the sword!
Not a problem at all. Truly, enchanté.
Hi.
It was a pleasure to train with you. Thank you. But I must get back to work. If I may say, your fencing style is rough, but has unusual potential. If you're interested in refining your form, come by my office. I have the gear necessary for lessons.
Sure.
No leads on finding the source of your insecurities that form these monsters.
I really don't need therapy from random strangers who turn into
Feel
swords.
free to call upon me in the future when you need a dungeon delving partner. Till next time, then.
And with a small bow, he strides away. Okay, we're home. We have so many text messages. We have zines, apparently, right? Phone. Jesse, did you make it to the dungeon? Report in soldier. Yes, I also made it out of the dungeon. Mission complete, so you didn't tell me he was hot. I met the sword man. So how did it go? Wait, don't answer that. Let's talk in person. Okay. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to close the phone.
Hey, cuz. I heard you, picked up Isaac. And he says you're a natural.
We found another sword too.
2 swords in one day. What are the odds? Anyway, I'm glad it worked out.
Can I be polyweaponous in this? Isaac says you might be afraid of technology or change. Either way, I trust you'll work on it together. At what point did I give my consent to this? Even if you're not into him, it's good practice being normal alone with a handsome stranger. Who said I wanted to be normal? In case you know, you might get nervous at all about the idea of dating. I'm just not interested in it. Certainly not in this sort of... Whoa, you must date. I mean, in real life, I'm the world's most misanthropic polyamorous person. It was a good idea. I'm not nervous. As you open your mouth to speak, your tongue feels dry as a desert. You force. Oi! Nerves are that bad, huh? At least you gained a bit of confidence. Well, lucky you. I went to high school with a guy that runs a sword shop, and he's single. I hate everything. At least that's what Eric's online profile says. I haven't seen him in person in years. He might be the only guy in town who knows more about swords than Isaac, but I got his number. This is a lot up front. This is... yeah. Jesse pokes his phone. Aha, there we go. He's free for coffee tomorrow. Stop it! Let's do it. Do I have to? What's he look like? Right.
Uh-huh.
Whatever you want, cuz. Tomorrow morning, 11 a.m, he'll be at Kix, the cafe just down the street. Remember, it's just coffee. Talk about dungeons, get to know him. This summer won't last forever, and you gotta meet new people sometime. So let's roleplay some for the love of chaos. I'll be Eric, no pressure, just try it out. Okay, so you've entered the cafe. I'm Eric and I'm sitting here waiting for you. What do you say? Help! You try to say hi, but your breath catches in your throat as you start coughing. Maybe try in a mirror tonight. This might be more work than I thought, but that's okay. Turn into a sword and stab. Yes, I like that. You'll do fine. Practice makes perfect. Good luck tomorrow, cuz. Jesse leaves. You have a few extra hours. How will you spend the evening? Investigate the cafe, browse the internet, go for a walk. I feel all of these are probably bad ideas. Let's go for a walk. You wander around for a few blocks and find a nightclub nearby. Keep walking. You keep walking and come across a park. It's mostly empty for the evening. You listen to the crickets and feel more calm. Eventually you head home and go to bed. Yes, I like parks. You wake up paralysed with deep inexplicable fear. Is it of my cousin trying to set me up with everybody in this city? No, look, I said it wasn't a date. Today will be a first date for the rest of your life. What? What? Okay, no. I said it wasn't a date. Make it stop. You're not even sure what you're afraid of, but it feels like you can't breathe. Counting to 10 doesn't work. Play Pokemon Shining Pearl until Braid comes online. That's what I've been doing this week. You play a game on your phone for a few minutes, eventually you feel a bit better. You get up and walk down to the coffee shop.
The kids.
Okay, hi. I think the man in the corner is waiting for you. How do you know? You look around and see someone waving at you.
You're Jesse's cousin, right? I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Now tell me everything you know about swords. Do you prefer one or two-handed?
That's a bit forward for a first not date. Yeah, hello, I'm a human, I eat food and breathe air. How about you?
Ugh.
Yes, oh, a human too, how surprising, blah blah. Look, I don't mean to be rude. You're attractive, obviously, but I run a business, I can't waste my time. That... Cool! Goodbye! Surely we can jump straight into shared interests.
I sometimes like the speed of one-handed weapons, but it's a rush to use the heft of two hands.
He waggles his eyebrows
You said
playfully.
you're a dungeon crawling type, so I thought I'd offer my help finding a weapon.
I already found one, a weapon person. You become a weapon. Nah, that's not really for me. Totally cool if you're into it. But my shop sells only pure steel. Some imported, some made on site. Very pushy game, yes. Like, it's... I'm beginning to understand why I got so much flack, and... It's not just what I thought it was, which is unfortunate. Maybe I could give a discount to a fellow enthusiast who'd give my blades a good home. You seem like the kind of person who appreciates fine craftsmanship. So you're a smith? As a smith, I have an eye for it too. I take raw, dirty hunks of metal and with finesse and strength turn them into art. Well, I try anyway. I'm still learning. Video tutorials can only teach you so much, you know. Maybe someday I'll make something beautiful enough for you to wield. Never. For now, here's a gift for a fellow arts and crafts type. Maybe you can do something with these. You found wire, strong and flexible like I want to be. You found plastic, a modern miracle. Okay. You found bracelets recipe. Check it out at your workbench. Cool. You think you could make something out of this stuff? Anyway, I should be getting back to the shop. Want to go on a proper date sometime? Maybe I need more frivolity in my life. I'll think about it. If you need a weapon, maybe I'll see you again soon anyway. Ciao! Eric leaves. You head home. Right, there's crafting and there's my phone and there's zines and there's all of the things! I bet... Right. You did it! You went on a date, sort of. No, I told you it wasn't a date! How'd it go? Hearts, hearts... Poo emoji? Okay, that... Sure. Oh, no! No, I had choices. Those were choices. Dang! Wait, really? I mean, I'm happy for you, but you still have most of the summer left. Meet more people... Oh, okay, so... worked out the gameplay mechanic. Before you propose, excuse me? You're now infinitely more date experienced than you were yesterday. Plus, I'll find you another date venture soon. No! Make it stop. I want to date weapons. What about Isaac? What about Eric? What about nobody? What about just stabbing things? Stabbing is good. I'll see what I can do. I promised your mama would help after all, so I'm gonna find you someone nice. Chill and dunge for now. You can craft supplies, clothes, and other stuff from shops around town too. I'll let you know when your next date is set up. Right, okay, I can text Sunder back. You like dancing. Why? Haha, because I'm out dancing. Come to my club, La Rosa. VIP. Sure. Cool, me too. Just tell the bouncer you're with me. What's your name again? I already miss you. Verona Beach is a big city, can be dangerous. Always listen to your cousin Jessie. No, that's a terrible idea, mother. And watch out for pickpockets. Are you okay? Did you find the apartment? I'm fine, Mum. Oh, good. Stay on your guard, okay? Love you, sweetie. Excuse me, express emotions? No, you get emojis. Be good, never. Isaac. Dear Elmyra, I am available for lessons. I'll provide equipment at my office, Brooks Associates. If you wish. Sincerely, Isaac. It's not a letter. Hey, emojis are Unicode standard emotions. Something like that. I must study the vernacular of text. Perhaps you can instruct me at our meeting. Looking forward to it. Okay, that is quite endearing. Apparently I'm into overly formal texts. Weapon info, still no weapon info. Inventory. Stuff. I have $1.75. I am rich. Still have no gifts. Okay, let's have a look at zines. Dragons Galore zine throws a fireball, some spicy dragon reading. Equipped. Cool. That's all we have? All we have. Cool. Crafting. Bracelets recipe. 3 wire, 1 plastic. No sugar, apparently. Okay, that's cool. Wait for a gift opportunity to give it to someone special. Can I not wear my own bracelets? Okay, we have crafted things. No, that's still a good outfit. Right. What did I agree to do? Go dancing. Stop calling them dates. I would just like to, maybe be friendly with people. We have shops. Let's go shopping. To the shops. Welcome. I have no money. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Good. I guess now we know what we need money for. And it is fabulous outfits. I like fabulous outfits. You approach the historic El Granero Theatre and its remarkably unhistoric ticket machines. Opera tickets, wow. Fancy. For an Italian opera about doom lovers, aren't they all? As you leave, you notice the Los Angeles Ballet Company is visiting later this summer. Noted. Okay. Alright. Wait, where is Eric's shop? And what is this? I can't see Eric's shop. That's the hospital, which is probably where we're going to end up. No, I definitely can't see Eric's shop. Right, dancing or... Yeah. Towering elmyra on the world map. Hi, Slant! This game is a lot. He stopped at Isaac's office by his assistant. Wow, this place is stuffy. And full of lawyers. Do you have an appointment, Mr. Brooks? Yes?
Well, hello.
You made it. Christine Elmyra is always welcome here. Yes, Mr. Brooks. It's good to see you. I was hoping you would take up my offer. Let's begin. Do you prefer foil, saber, or... Okay. Look, I know that those are swords. Can I wield you? Bit too forward. Swords, foil. So you wish you were more precise and disciplined. Do I now? We shall see. Now ready yourself. Don't mind the office equipment. I do this all the time. He shrugs on his fencing gear with practiced ease, presumably over his suit. Now, stand straight up with your blade out towards my heart. Sword as horoscopes. Quite. Turn to regard me from the side, over your shoulder and hip. This is the on guard stance. You're quite literally on guard. We will begin with the basic movement. Look into my eyes, advance towards me, front foot then back foot.
Oh?
Hey, one step at a time. This isn't anger management class. Oh, you think? Please be patient, trust me. I have trust issues. Now, in fall you can only score by hitting the torso, in Saber the upper body. But in the dungeons you don't need to score points with any judges. I suppose that means we should use épée rules. Any hit counts. Let's try a lunge attack like the one you attempted earlier. Extend your front leg with all your weight, keeping your front foot flat, no bent ankle. Bent ankles sound painful. You lunge heavily forward, feeling a little awkward. Not bad, you have talent. No, I really don't. Whoa! Whoa! Riposte. Holding roll, I wonder which button is roll, lets you counter-attack if used just before an incoming attack. Wow, you overestimate my skills here. Okay. Oh, it looks like we've reached a new level of understanding. So now you can parry with me. The more time we spend together, the better we'll be able to fight together. This means something different for each weapon, but for me, parrying is a friends-only maneuver. Okay. Elmyra goes on a rant. There is no such thing as friends only. Friendships are as valid and as important and as valuable as romantic relationships, and I really hate that people put them in a hierarchy. Make it stop. To parry in the dungeon, hold dodge just before the enemy attack hits to automatically counter. Okay, dodge is B. Okay. I mean, I guess I eventually got the hang of Hades, so I probably will eventually get the hang of this, but between all of the not dating, there may be quite a lot of screaming. That's a special move only you and I can do together, so don't forget. Strong agree on that. Thank you, Snuggle Foxes. You can also check out parry in the combo details in your phone later. Oh, good. But for now, shall we take a break? He loosens his gloves and removes his fencing jacket. If you'd like to keep training with me, perhaps we should get to know each other better. What do? You're obviously a lawyer. Oh no, he's an investor. It's even worse. I've been quite successful with Slicker. Slicker. What about you? You're a dashing dunce hero now, right? What do your parents think about your dangerous profession? Do they approve? Okay, so next concern. I presume him like 18? If my cousin barely remembers me. Oh, Slicer. Maybe. And all of these people, weapon persons are, well, this guy's mid-career at the very least. Possibly late career, judging by all of the awards behind him. I have concerns. I'm not entirely sure what I said. I'm glad she respects your choices, sure. It's heartening to know that such parents exist. Does your mother adopt? I mean, I guess if you're my adopted sibling, I can't date you. That would probably be a good thing. Isaac falls silent for a moment, thoughtful. I do prefer life on the straight and narrow. There's a knock on the door. 1 minute, please. Isaac, what are you doing? Who is this? Shouldn't you be working? Oh, we have parent issues, do we? I said 1 minute, please. You can wait in the lobby. So you're just going to keep a guest waiting while you faff about? Vincent, you're 20 minutes early for our appointment. Okay, maybe not a parent. I thought I might have some priority. Oh no, definitely a parent. A parent that he's on a first name basis with. In the life of my only child. Awkward! Terribly sorry, Elmyra. It seems I am occupied. I'll text you to set up our next appointment. You're texting now? What's that in your... What's next in your slumming schedule? Wow. Will you drink water from plastic bottles too? Horrifying. I'm mid-20s, yeah, sure, but like, this guy's still at least 35. So there sure is an age gap with probably most of these people. Are there any depths you won't stoop to? Okay. No, we will not eavesdrop. You head home. Hey, oh dear. Oh dear, so many text messages. I'm so popular. Can I just ghost everybody? So popular. Isaac, sorry we were interrupted, but do you care for business talk? Thumbs down emoji. I think I'll just be the most aloof that I can be in this game. It's going to be hilarious. I get it, believe me, I'm not a fan myself. Maybe I'll explain how I got into this someday. Sure. Okay, Eric. Rose emoji. Really glad Jesse introduced us. Hi, ... me too. ... You should come by Naked Steel sometime. Oh, scimitars of scintillating curves. Special price for a special friend, Rose emoji. What do you say? I'll think about it. Like, I'm trying to be aloof without completely stonewalling the game, because I do want to experience the storylines, but also it is... some of it is definitely quite creepy. I'll be waiting and hoping. So presumably now we can go to Eric's store. Honey, I know you've always been afraid of change, and I'm glad you're facing your fears. I believe in you, but Jessie says you're fighting monsters. I hoped you'd pick a less dangerous career. Well, Mother, you should have thought about this more before you inflicted all of this on me. Now you have to deal with it. Like cobra wrestling. Or wreck diving. I have healthcare. Wow, I do? It's perfectly safe. Lie. I sure am privileged if I have healthcare. One sec. Alright. That's no reason to take more risks. If something happened to you, I don't know what I'd do. Of course, I support you no matter what, but be safe. Aww. Yes, Mother. Thank you. Alright. Weapon info? Okay. Combo list. Light combo, heavy combo, YYX, YXX, XXX, riposte, hold B. Holding roll lets you counter attack if used just before an incoming attack. Yeah, I'm so not convinced well I've pulled that off, but we can try. I don't think we've acquired anything new. No, right. Let's go dancing. I have healthcare. What dystopia is this? America? Presumably. Tiny aeroplane. Slant, which was the flying saucer house? Is it this one? Maybe. Maybe flying saucer house. Alright, let's go dancing, why not? What could possibly go wrong? I guess I will name drop because I was told to. The bouncer clips the velvet rope and you step inside. Son, there is a venting toolman sitting next to him in the VIP area. Oh, she's cute. But I just can't feel a real connection, you know? Join the club. And without love, what is the point? Hey, Elmyra, do you believe in soulmates? No. Sunder hesitates, eyeing you. You wonder if you said something wrong. Mostly I wonder if his friend is dateable. That's probably smart. I just can't resist the idea of finding someone perfect. Finishers cause enemies to bleed. Okay. I think I managed not to get any hard points, but I still got something? What could possibly go wrong? Rhythm minigame. Oh dear. No. They make it look so easy in the movies. Yes, I've kind of written a book about that. Romance has been dead at least 500 years. I like her. Yeah, so, Elmyra, this is Mandy. She's my business partner, co-owner of the club. These people filthy rich. I mean, as am I if I have healthcare, obviously, but wow. Charmed, I'm sure. What kind of sword do you turn into again? No, Hey! They actually managed to squeeze in my pronouns, which... I have a beef with media that let me pick my pronouns and then never use them, so well done. Why is everyone here petite bourgeoisie? Yeah, good question. I think because writing about people who are not rich is just too depressing. No, they're a wielder. I literally told you 5 minutes ago. Are you listening at all? What'd you say?
Nah.
You know, never mind. This is a good song. It's time to dance. I'm feeling healed from my abduction and dunge outing. What about you? Rhythm minigame? Yes, tonight we dance like we're gonna die in 50 years. Woo! Oh, we are. Amanda kisses the bouncer on the cheek as she leads you and Sunder to the dance floor. Sunder mostly sways and sips his drink, but Mandy dances with abandon. You can feel the music thumping in your chest. Play it cool, try some dance moves. Surely trying dance moves is playing it cool. You take a chance and put your heart into every motion. Mandy takes it as an invitation to dance very, very close to you. Excellent! We like this. Sunder smiles and leaves the dance floor in the direction of the bathroom. Mandy leans in, her breath warm in your ear. You should really be careful, little one. Sunder eats up lovers one by one. He seems nice, but he's double-edged. Puns. I know you're not looking for a soulmate, but Sunder's using you. Part of it is his addiction, but he's too selfish and violent to be a good boyfriend. Then why his friend? I'd rather be with you. Are you talking about drugs? Violent question mark. Hit on Mandy. Mandy's lips curve in a smirk. Well, that's not going to happen, sorry, kitten. But I like you. You're sweet. I'm just trying to help. Be careful. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Good luck. Mandy kisses you on the cheek and leaves. She kisses many people on the cheek. The crowd parts around a sword that seems to be dancing its way towards you. Please animate it? She's good, I like her, damn it. Smirking didn't make her less hot. Yeah, I know. She was good. I did like her. But she doesn't want to. People get to say no. Except us, apparently. We don't get to say no in this game. Mandy left her. Just us two now. Let's enjoy this moment while we can. I prefer your human form. I'm leaving too. She warned me away from you. She what now? Hold on, we should talk about this while I'm in human form. I want to look into your eyes. I'll just have to prove her wrong. Everyone's done things they're ashamed of. But I'm a good person. I'll be good to you. Let's just keep it casual. There are so many contradictory statements in this one piece of dialogue here. Trust me, we'll conquer the dungeon and have a great time together. Oh, I'm sorry. I've been playing Pokemon Shining Pearl, and I can navigate menus with the right joystick, and so I'm so used to that I'm failing. It just smiles and leads you back into the busiest part of the dance floor. You dance together late into the night until you're breathless and sweaty. You sticky and gross. Eventually the night is over. We head home. Oh dear, so many text messages. There are always more text messages. Hey cutie, sorry if I'm too flirty. You can tell me to back off, but this is how I am. Rose emoji. You're a good dancer. Is that good for something? Back off a little. Okay, I'll try. Let's go and get some time. Okay. Let's see how that goes. Jessie says you went to the date. They better have treated you well. You only deserve the best, you know. Mum, stop! Sorry. I'll let you do your thing. But if they hurt you, tell me. Mama will take care of it. Stab, stab, stab! Look, I'm doing plenty stabbing myself. So far, Mandy's warnings seem on the money. Believe it or not, as far as I know, Sunder isn't actually the stalker character. Oh, wait. It's crazy Jessie has a cousin like you. He's a loser, or was in high school, no offense. That's mean, you're the loser, no offense. He's doing fine. Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I'm just being honest. Talk to you later, Hottie. Don't call me that, please. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, this is the stalker character. Haha, sure. Ooh. I don't think we're going to the shop ever. Like, there is experiencing the storyline, and there's like, not. Sword weeb sweep. Actually, we might have to, because oh no, we have a dungeon. Let's go stab things. Ooh. Oh, I guess let's try Sunder. Let's dungeon as a boyfriend.
It's just you and me here, hmm?
I wonder where we're going. Ow! Okay. I found glass, the evolved form of sand. No, the evolved form of sand is like microprocessors. Trash! Sign? No, I can't shred the sign. Boo. No wonder what this is. I have concerns about the health and safety of this place. Can we go this way? No, we can't. Microprocessor second evolution. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Ah! Can I have coffee, please? Ah! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Be more dead. Nice. I wonder how much experience that was worth. Oh, coffee! Well, bubble tea. But only the one. We may. I was about to say we may never get past the first floor of the mall, but I think we've just got past the first floor of the mall. Eh. Don't forget your zines. That is a good shout. Next level or change weapon? Next level, I guess. Oh! New sword! The hilt is wrapped in several layers of leather and the double-edged blade is chipped.
What the hell? Could you not just, like, grab me without...
I like you already!
Tradition is all choose your weapon, but consent is important.
Yes! Yes!
No, it's okay. I'm sorry too.
No, you're good!
I didn't mean to snap, I'm not sure what's going on.
You're absolutely fine!
Out at night, as you do, and then, bam! I'm here, my blade hurts, monsters everywhere. I'm Valeria. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
Sort of. I guess so. And damaged too.
oh. Can I help?
I'd switch to human form around now, to be polite. But I don't know you. I'm still recovering from whatever just happened. I'd rather play it safe.
This is absolutely fine.
I'm certainly not going to put myself in a stranger's hands and let you use me.
I'm trying to work out which of these dialogue options are kind of nagging and which are like, yeah, that's totally fair. And I feel like both, like the middle and the bottom one are kind of, oh please, like I trust you and I'm a good person, you can totally trust me, and like, no, we're gonna go with fair enough. What can't you relate to, Chuck Riley?
I can take care of myself. Mostly. I could use some extra cash though, so I'll keep in touch. Ciao for now.
Bye. Oh, we have different places to go. Let's see what's over here. Ah! Monies! Give the monies. Ah! And we're dead. But we sure slayed some mobile phones from the 90s. Cool, we completed one floor. Well, hey. Presumably a talwar is a kind of sword. Cool. 85 of 90 XP. Cool. Oh, don't worry. Okay, if you say so. Talwar is a saber. Fabulous. Now, what exactly is a saber, though? Valeria! Hey, this is that dagger you met. Name's Valeria. Want to meet up sometime? Yes! You're cool. Oh. Mum, Jessie said you're fighting your inner demons in the dungeon, so it's kind of like therapy, but with swords? I mean, therapy but with swords kind of sounds amazing. Okay, now, flip phones are back if Samsung are to be believed, but that still don't quite work as advertised folding screen. Those screens legit give me nightmares. I have a recurring nightmare about, like, trying to fold my phone and breaking it. So yeah, never getting one of those. Well, as long as it's more than just blood and guts, I'll hope it's good for your mental health. Therapy is important, especially when you're feeling on edge. I never told you this, but I went to therapy for 12 years. It helped me grow and level up as a person. I mean, this sure seems kind of out of the blue, and maybe talk to your children about mental health, both yours and theirs. I'd just like to fight. And also, like, these are all terrible responses to somebody disclosing to you they've been to therapy for 12 years. Don't respond like that. The only thing I know about sabers, they're slashing damage rather. Yeah, okay, they're curved, which makes sense. That's my baby heart emoji. Sure, Mum. Sunder. Hi, Sunder. How you doing? Hey, you up? Maybe. Oh, wait. I was just feeling extra sharp today. Pixar, it didn't happen. Fine. This is actually quite charming. I want to say I'm blushing, but it's more than that. Maybe I'll show you more sometime. See you in the dungeon. Okay. Oh dear. Right. Where do we go now? It might actually be break time in a bit. Meanwhile, if you don't follow me for more being freaked out by swords and the Scream Zone and Metroid Dread on Tuesdays. We're not going to Naked Steel if we can avoid it, but I'm not entirely sure we can. Actually, no, we can just go back to the dungeon and that will be fine. Can we go to the dungeon with Valeria? No, we can't. Alright, let's go to the dungeon with Isaac. So,
Starting to think the small signifies change. For you.
Stop psychoanalyzing me. It is not attractive. I was about to say, I feel like some of the interactions have got less horrible and more charming, and then he did that. Ooh, cash monies. We like cash monies. Fancy. Oh yes, we can go bin diving. I didn't take any damage. How did that happen? Well, now I have taken all of the damage. This is fine. Okay, that was a fireball in the wrong direction. Oh, there's coffee there. Ooh. Ha! But a notch on the belt, so to speak. Give coffee. sugar. Glass. Anything else? Okay, maybe we're a little bit getting the hang of this. Oh, we cleared the floor again. How are you supposed to show you care without psychoanalysis? How is Cat? Cat is still has a cone on and is still imprisoned, and today they kind of had decided they had had enough of this, so spent a significant chunk of the morning shredding various things, or trying to shred various things given that they're blunt. Cone hopefully is coming off tomorrow, but then they'll probably stay imprisoned over the weekend because they're then going back into the vets on Monday for a dental extraction because they're a disaster face. I think they're currently curled up on top of my clean laundry in the bedroom because I'm a disaster human. Alright, next level. This is a door. Where are the things I stab? Okay, we're good. I wouldn't mind getting more coffee, but we're doing okay. Oh, coffee! Ha! I might in fact take this coffee and then stamp this and get more coffee. Excellent. Bubble tea. It is actually bubble tea. Okay. Wow! We cleared another floor! Next level. Okay. We got all the things. I wonder if there's a way. No, that's just the phone. Ah, map. Not actually very helpful map, TBH. Let's go this way, I guess. Ow! Huh? What just happened? Where am I? Ah! Ah! Oh! Wait, what? Oh! Oh, swords. Excite. Ah! No! No! This is not what I wanted to do! Okay. Ooh, are those boxes? No, those are not stabbable boxes. COT and videotapes. Yes. Oh, had you not seen that I have more than just phone enemies? Ooh, fancy. Everything has a purpose. Okay. I guess that's a dead end. Yes, I hadn't quite passed the videotape as a videotape. I had passed the COTs. Oh, I see what you mean. They're not just all of the tech is from the 90s, effectively. Oh, there you are. Is this? No, this is where we came from. Hey, guess what? I'm lost. Oh, bin. Let's go bin diving. Oh, coffee. Vending machine. The vending machine offers several choices. Bubble tea $3, sugar $2, question mark, $5. I mean, I've got $19.60. Let's go for... You push the button and you feel a rumbling beneath your feet. Ah, okay. A hole opens where the vending machine used to be. Mysterious. Okay, cool. Let's stab some more things first, though. You climb down into the darkness. Hello! Monster, I gotta save up my money from the dungeon and stop getting defeated by the likes of you. Excellent. Hello, monster! There are humans down here now? I thought this place was exclusive. It seems you're worthy to shop here at the heart of Verona. Digital camera, blue lipstick, crimson lipstick, bomber jacket violet. I can actually afford that. Olive rose. Ooh. 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 Outfits! 500 things I may regret later. Oh, the lipsticks are actually gifts for other people. I was wondering how lipsticks work on my face that doesn't have lips, but they're gifts for other people. As you wish, stay safe out there. Okay. Oh gosh. Love rank 55 out of 100. We're on the 4th floor. Ha! Thought that looked like an exit into something. Hydration is... I found liquids! Hydration is important. Ah! Stop that. How many of you are there? And I'm out of coffee, but hey. Ooh, sugar. Give sugar. Ooh, fancy. Everything has a purpose, eh? You found a chemistry zine recipe. Check it out at your workbench. Okay. I wonder what that does. Liquid TM. Yes, quite. Oh dear. Okay. Back out we go. That's not a place. I would really like some more coffee, please. Really, really, because I have none. The phone has teeth. Oh, coffee. Coffee. This looks like a safe place away from my fears. Okay. There's bins I can dive in, which is clearly the important bit. A. Ice skating. I haven't done this in years. No, nor have I. Isaac ties up his skates and you start gliding on the ice. He holds out his hand. Sure. He smiles and skates just a bit faster, gently pulling you along. When I was 10 or so, my father took my family up to Canada for a winter, so we'd know what real cold was like. Yeah, I guess we're in California. I mostly hated it, but there was a big frozen lake the kids all skated on. And it feels so freeing to be alone out on the ice with just your thoughts. Seriously? I don't enjoy the company of my own thoughts. Oh, with a friend I could trust. Isaac smiles. Maybe that's why I enjoy going to the dunge with you. I'm like a frozen lake. Excellent. Oh, no, that's not what I meant at all. I have put my foot in it again. I just mean that I appreciate our time together, that's all. Would you like to offer a gift? No, I'm good. You decide not to give a gift right now. You skate a bit longer before you return to the dunge. Ooh, wire! Shinies. Any more shinies? No. Ooh. Okay, let's grab this. And then... You found a gourmet cupcake recipe. Ooh, fancy. It's probably mostly sugar. We shall take a quick break. I'll run an ad and grab more tea, and then we'll be back for more dungeoning of boyfriends. Alright, how add? Let's add. Oh! And anybody who doesn't see ads gets to have a Snorlax. This way. Fabulous. See you in a sec, folks. Gamer Snorlax is indeed excellent. I wish that Twitch gave me a timestamp on when it started the ad break, because I don't know if the ad break is over. But I might just keep going anyway. Oh, ow. Right. Ow, 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 ow. I think once the headphones are on... Oh, no, I lie. Once I find the right position for the headphones, my piercings are fine, but putting the headphones on still hurts. Also, I should set a timer for my tea, and by that point the ad break should be off. Ow! There we go. There we go. Where did I put the controller? There! And I guess you should probably be able to see the gameplay. That's a thing. Rather than just my face. My occasionally horrified face. Okay. Oh. Cables. Where do we go from here? I can see cash monies in the next bit, so I guess we'll go to the cash monies. Ha! Ah! These phones are bigger! Dang! I was about to heal. Precision can save us, he says. Okay, so... we sure slayed some things. We found 3 volts. We found a hangout. Wielder level 3. Amateur wielder level 4. Enlisted wielder level 5. Okay, this has gone very well. We're a wielder, officially. And we have maxed love rank 1. And completed 3 floors. And found a secret. Have time spent together bonus. Slayed a lot of enemies. Slew? Slayed. The English language is hard. Found a hangout and found 3 volts. I have concerns about the emergency services in this place. Like, if they have to keep taking losers like me home all the time. Isaac, I'd like to practice more parries. Yeah. I don't think we did any parries, sorry Isaac. Care to join me? Sure. I'll be in the Sanctuary of Sandrago. Cool. Valeria. Was thinking of going to the park. You're free. Yes! See you by the pond. Excellent. Mum, I was so worried when you went off to Verona Beach on your own, but you're doing great, facing fears, finding friends. I'm amazed. It makes me proud, my little baby bird flying on their own. Our mother respects our pronouns. You don't miss me, it's hard without you. Yeah, I also like that I don't have a face yet for Valeria. Not gonna lie, the mum messages are freaking me out slightly because my relationship with my biological mother is not great. And so this is like, this is too much. And I don't think there's an option to turn them off once you've turned them on at the start of the game, which is kind of... I mean, it kind of makes sense, unless you engineer a massive fight with your mother, but still. Remember, children, consent has to be continuous, which means that you have to be able to opt out at every possible point. Are you serious right now? Of course, you're the love of my life, you know that. I try to stay out of your way, but this is important and independence is part of growing up. I'll be here when you need me. You'll always be my kiddo. Thanks, Mum. Our mother knows about emoji. This is concerning. Okay. Right. Isaac wants to practice at the mission. Sunder just wants to go to the dunge, and let's go meet Valeria at the pond. That sounds like a much more fun. I have concerns about the gourmet cupcake recipe containing plastic. But also I can make a gourmet cupcake. Can also make a chemistry... No, we can't make a chemistry zine. Because we need more plastic. I mean, I guess it's always worth having a cupcake in your back pocket to woo people with. Ooh, fancy. Might just be the wrapper that's plastic. Mira, unless you're going to give me new options, stop. Oh, you will actually give me new options because I bought a thing. No. This is still gender of the day. Okay, headphones, but these aren't even the new piercings that you're making awkward. Where is the park? That's not the park. Oh, park. Park. Dismiss. Yes, if I got a cupcake out of my pocket, I too would have concerns for my pockets, among other things. But also talk to Slant sometime about having lunch in your pockets and Dragon Age Origins. I think it's a Dragon Age Origins. You arrive at the park, but you don't see anyone at first. Then you notice a metallic gleam on a bench nearby. Do not pick up the dagger. She told you not to pick her up without asking. Hi. Oh gosh, you're fabulous. Hi. She stops and gives you a piercing look up and down. Hey, wow, I really didn't get a proper look at you in the dunge. You're cute. You too. Oh, well, to tell the truth, I got a little dressed up.
Thanks.
By the way, thanks for meeting me in public. I know you're the one who rescued me, but I still don't know how I got down there. Or how my blade got chipped. In an ironic twist, someone's clearly backstabbed me, so I'm a little jumpy. That's legit. Besides, safety first, just in case you're an axe murderer. I have never murdered any axes. Though I suppose you're more likely to just turn out to be an axe. Not that it'd be a problem if you were. That'd be hypocritical given my own... She leans closer and lowers her voice dramatically. Situation. So what is it? You know, your deal. You can tell me. I won't judge you. I'd just prefer to know, up front, before anything happens. Something's going to happen, I don't have a deal. I'm not sure what my deal is. Yeah, I'm not sure what my deal is. Well, I haven't heard that one before, at least. Maybe it'll be fun to find out what it is together. Yes, I'm good with that. A man approaches, eyeing you suspiciously. Can I help you? Everything alright, V? Yeah, everything's peachy. Thanks, see you later. She had backup, excellent. The man stares you down a moment longer before moving on. Is he about to give us the shovel talk? Sorry, that's a friend. Checking in to see I haven't been axe murdered. Yet. Anyway. Look, don't take this the wrong way. But your story's too convenient. You're from out of town, a newbie, never dated before. Did I tell you this? Yet you're also charming and apparently great at combat. Something doesn't add up. I'm not lying. Thank you. Nobody's called me charming.
Huh?
That's sweet. But I have trouble believing it. The truth is we barely know each other. She stands. You know you have to say something or you'll never see her again. Get to know me then. You feel a little breathless at your endearing, but Valeria's eyes warm a little. I suppose that's why I came to Verona Beach. New start, new friends. I kind of want to know what the yellow hearts and the pink hearts are, like whether they do different things. Okay. Love rank 1, 0 of 95. Escape. Enemies nearby get confused when you roll out of sight. Okay, cool. And if you turn out to be an evil mastermind, well, keep your enemies close, right? Right. C'est la vie. Would you like to offer a gift? Cupcake! Oh, thanks, she didn't have to. With one last wary look, she stalks away through the park. You head home. On your way home, you find a rose on your doorstep. Now, who's been sending us rose emojis? The note reads, thinking of you, Eric. You carry it inside. Then put it in the shredder? Next time a real... Oh, wait. Next time a real date, one where I don't accuse you of being a murderer or an axe, though I knew a nice one once. Oh, a nice axe. Anyway, I think my blade is almost healed. Oh. I'll let you know when I think of a date we can go on. Let's go to the dungeon in the meantime. Yes, let's. Hey, what's up? Having a good day, rose emoji. Don't send me things, thanks for the rose shrug. No need to thank me. I wasn't thanking you. A person like you deserves appreciation. My business is doing well, so I'm generous. No, you're just creepy. Come by the shop sometime, if you don't hate me, Rose. Okay. I wonder where my tea got to. Let's go to the dungeon with Valeria. Valeria? I think that's her name. I know that, like, boyfriend dungeon sounds snappy, but clearly they aren't just boyfriends, and I feel like a more gender-inclusive title would have been good. Which floor would you like to go to? Ooh! Okay. And why can't I go to 2? Let's go to 3. Going down, are we?
It's nice that it's not so crowded.
Oh. I mean, it's an indoor space and nobody's wearing masks, so... Heal. And grab this. And grab more stuff. This looks like a magical wonderland. Challenge room, eh? Or I could just get the stuff. Ooh, fancy. Can't go there. I can get the vault without doing the challenge room. Found the fried mackerel recipe. If you went into this thinking you had to entertain every option, Eric would be an extremely not great addition. Yeah. I don't play a lot of dating sims, so I'm not entirely... Like, the only thing I've really played is Dream Daddy. So I actually don't really know how people engage with them and whether you go through everything or not. And I guess different people do it differently. Like with Dream Daddy, I did 2 dates with everybody and then the 3rd date with the character I was interested in. And Dream Daddy has some structural issues and consent-related issues because of its structure. Oh, Valeria's snarking at me. Fair enough. Right, let's do the challenge room. Ow! Ha! Let's play it safe for a minute. How do we do that? No, we've done this. Okay, back we go. No, my tea's brewed. Welcome to not just gaming with ADHD, but life with ADHD. I totally know what I'm doing. That's a videotape. Lurking. Ooh. Ha! Well done me for leaving that earlier. Is that where we came from? Ow! Okay. I like the escape mechanic where if you dodge out of sight they get confused. This appeals to my playstyle. They have a lot more nuance lately. My own experience is not great as well, TBH. Yeah, it feels like they have come along, but also it's a weird genre to me. I'm maybe too ace for this genre. I never quite got the hang of ice skating. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I just fall down a lot. I hope you're ready. Hang on to the sides, hang on to me. Okay, in real life it'd definitely be hang on to the sides because I too suck at ice skating. I used to be reasonable at it, but I've not done it with any sort of regularity in many, many years. I'd hate to bring it down with me, but here goes. She clings to your elbow, carefully putting one skate in front of the other. Faster! Eek! Wait, how do I stop? You just crash into the barrier, it's fine. She slips and stumbles, but you help her regain her balance. Valeria beams, excitement flushing her cheeks. Aww. Eventually you take off the skates. I think let's stick with baked goods to start with. We decide not to give a gift right now.
Thanks.
Aww. Is that where we came from? Ow, ow, ow. Ow. You don't look so good, she says. Thanks! More stabbing, less snarking. Another day, another victory. Ooh, coffee! Any other swag? Ooh, yes, yes, more swag. Good. Ooh! Whatever the heck that was. Ooh! More stabbable things. Are you a... No, you're not a secret. Which way's out? Oh, wait. This way. Ha! Ooh, next floor. I like that there's games like this exploring more than just choosing options from a list. Yeah. Next level. Like, there was a lot I liked about Dream Daddy, but... Like, I wrote a giant Twitter thread about it at the time. Because there was very much... It was constrained by the third date mechanic, and by that whole cultural concept of the third date as, like, significant. Ooh. Hey, guess who's not been using their zines? I think in part because I'm not always confident what direction I'm pointing in. Ow! Ah! Oof. Ah! Dang. No, that's fine. That's kind of what I meant to do. Wire. Anything else? Let's see what's through here. Oops. No, really, through here. Challenge room. Nah, dang! Did not mean to do that. Should have left that for later. I guess let's stamp the challenge room. Yeah? Stabs. Excellent. Would not have minded if that had been coffee, but that's fine. Bolt! Into the loot sack! Yes, I like her. You found fashion zine recipe. Okay. I guess the only way is that way. And it's full of videotapes. Ah, where are you? How dare you be out of sight? And also, can I have more coffee, please? Are those massage chairs? Because dear gods, those things are awful. Where's the coffee? Give coffee! We have time for a little self-indulgence, right? You sit in the massage chairs, they begin to vibrate and knead your back. Too soon it's over, you feel more relaxed. Valeria stretches with a happy groan. Do you think the monsters use massage chairs to relax when they're not fighting? Yes! All those weird vertebrae need special massage expertise. Until we chop them up, let's go. I look at the massage chairs and I actually can physically smell airport. Because this is apparently my life. It did heal me, yes, thank you for noticing that. I did not notice that. I still want more coffee though. Ooh, we're rich. Did the monsters put this here? Ah! Okay. Give coffee! Why is there no coffee? Shiny. Raspberry liqueur recipe. Ooh. Delicious. Ow! Holy bus! That's a lot of them. Ow! Okay. Into the ambulance we go. We sure slayed some enemies. Wielder level 6. Wielder level 7. We are now a vagabond. Excellent. 4 vaults, 2 hangouts. Killed a whole bunch of phones. Cool. Good. Okay. Oh, we have new crafting we can do. Fried mackerel. Raspberry liqueur. Need more sugar for that. We have done bracelets. We have done cupcakes. Wait. Chemistry zine. We could technically craft a chemistry zine. I wonder what that does. Fashion zine for which we have no materials. Okay. Let's get ourselves a chemistry zine. Throws a mind trap. 20 experiments you can do at home. Not a fan of mind traps because, well, it depends on whether there's friendly fire for a start, but yeah, let's stick with the dragons. Okay. And phone. Valeria. I had an idea. You like museums? Yes, yes, I like museums. Meet me at the museum. Wear something red. Okay. Wear whatever you want. Excellent. Do we have anything? We do have something red. It clashes with her hair, though. Is the museum also a dungeon? I guess we'll find out. I guess it depends on our inner fears. No, the red clashes with her hair. Right, and I still need to go and meet what's-his-face at the mission, and we're not going anywhere near Naked Steel. It is very tempting to just pursue the Valeria romance to the exclusion of all else. You find Valeria in the lobby and she leads you to the museum. In the first gallery, Valeria glares daggers at one of the sculptures. Oh, she has a scrunchy face. It's too perfect. Perfection is so boring. I don't trust it. You're saying I'm not perfect. Beauty is boring. I prefer paintings. Huh? Shit, you trapped me. Aww. Of course, you're perfection itself. So you don't trust me? Well, I'll have to revise my opinions on the subject of perfection. Excellent. Valerie goes into the museum without a map, according to her whim. Would you like to offer a gift? I'm finding it really hard to gauge because I don't know how long the game is and how many interaction opportunities you get with the characters. How soon is too soon to give a gift? I'd like this to me feels a bit much, but let's give it a go. I only have a bracelet anyway. Aye! These are exactly my style. You have a good eye, thank you. See now why the spelled with a J, yes. She talks about the art with intimate fondness, like the eccentric family members. Just wondering, if you could steal a painting from the museum, which one would it be? That's a loaded question. Are you a cop? I'd never steal. So suspicious. I admire your caution. Remember, kids, all cops are bad. But no, it's an idle question. You've really never thought about it before? I'd steal The Birth of Venus by... Bouguereau? I'm gonna go with Bouguereau. She's clearly a person with no upper limit on bracelets. Yes, yes. It's in the Musée d'Orsay, ground floor near the stairs. She's put some thought into this. The real issue is the size. It's 3 by 2.18 meters, and it would be a crime to roll it up.
Huh?
Well, it wouldn't do to get caught, would it? I'd miss out on the chance to enjoy my painting if I was in prison. Now, it's your turn. What would you liberate? I don't actually know O'Keeffe's Summer Days, but of the other two, definitely Klimt. A passionate and bold piece, rather like you, I think. Aww. I hate museums as much as I love them, the idea of them anyway. Art should be free, out in the world, not hidden away like this. But Verona Beach isn't too bad. The museum's free and open to the public. Have you heard about the new mural at the mall? Maybe you could go look at... We could go look at it together sometime. I'd love to know what you think. People are saying it's the Roses of Venus, you know, the anonymous graffiti artists. Oh, Banksy. Maybe they thought Verona Beach needed a little more beauty and love. Just as you're getting to know her better, Valeria's attention wanders. You look around to see what's distracting her and... Wait! It's the guy from the park. He's standing at the gallery entrance, glaring at you both. I'm so sorry. I'll take care of this. She grabs the guy by the shoulders and pulls him away. She whispers to him. They look intimate, like they've known each other forever. After a few moments, Valeria returns, looking flushed and angry. Do you want to get out of here? You mean go home with you? What happened to romance? Oh, I can be plenty romantic. Why don't you take me home? Woo! Sneaky. Yeah, that's a good point. I kind of maybe knew that there was more than one Birth of Venus, but... Okay. Oh, I get to pick. I get to pick between enemies are confused for longer, or I can roll further. Roll further. Excellent. Wikipedia list 6. Wow. So what do you say? Hell yes. I take Valeria home to my apartment. Nice place. She's confident and knows what she wants. She figures out quickly what you want too. After she snuggles into you, her hilt perfect in your palm. You're warm and cozy and soon fall asleep. And in the morning she's got... Oh, she ran away. Oh dear, oh no. Oh, she's texted us. I can new phone her. No. I want to see again, but I need to think. Let's just dunge for a while. Let's stab. Yes. What has her cousin done? Found you another date. You've probably met her already. Go to Paradise Lost! Yay! She'll wear a blue jacket. Are they going to be cats? There had better be cats. And don't forget to smile. Whoops. But fake smiles are bad. Never mind, smiling optional. Oh, good. Okay. What's this guy's name again? Paradise Lost.
Welcome to Paradise Lost. I'm Olivia. What kind of cats do you like?
There is only one answer to that question.
That's not a real answer, you know. But it's true that every cat deserves love.
How do you mean that's not a real answer? I'm judging you. Don't you work at Kicks? Presumably she has multiple jobs so that she can, like... Okay! Okay, cool, right. I mean, I guess it's kind of a date, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, cool. We can just hang and pet cats. I don't really like dates anyway. Excellent. I like you already. Who wants to play some game of trying to guess the right thing to say? Yeah. And then you flirt and you're supposed to start kissing. It's also fake. What about dating swords? Kissing is fun. I try to be sincere. Totally understand. Do you? Are you just playing a dating game? I'll never know. Oh, honey, it's fine. Wait, don't look behind you, but I think someone's watching us in the window. Oh dear, it's Eric, isn't it? You peek from the corner of your eye, but you don't see anyone. They're gone. Maybe I was imagining things. An elegant cat walks up and sits nearby, staring at you curiously. Hello, kitty!
Huh?
I don't recognize this one. Who are you, kitty? Are you new here? She's so cute. May I pet you, perhaps? Olivia reaches her hand tentatively, but the cat stalks away again, tail in the air. And this is how we respect cats' boundaries. I don't think you offended her. I think cats are just cats. You spend some time with Olivia chatting and petting cats. This was nice. See you around. Aww, she doesn't want to hang out with us again. Fair enough. It was nice to chat, but you're a little too intense for me, to be honest. Fair enough. Wow. No, people. Accept the first no. So if any of my friends become single, I'll let you know. No, I'm good. It's fine. She backs out of the cafe with a blush. The cat gives you a pitying look. The cat stares at you until you feel uncomfortable. Yes, good. A+ cat. Oh, much stalk, wow. I guess it didn't work out. What is the most stonewalling response here? You know, your date with the coffee cutie. I've been there. I know how it feels to be rejected. They think they're so much better than us, but they're not. You're better than all of them. You deserve to be treated like royalty, Elmyra. Please stop. We didn't make him confess to watching. I mean, sorry if I'm awkward or say too much. You're just so lovely. How'd it go with Olivia? No dice. We're friends maybe. Poo emoji. We're friends maybe. Oh, sweet. Friends are the best. Friends are the best. This is progress. Just think, a few weeks ago you never dated anyone. Now you have experience and skills. Seriously, I'm perfectly fine just talking to people. Stop it. If you want to change up your weapon combos, check out the gym in town. And the most romantic holiday ever is around the corner. Not in summer, presumably. Christmas. What is Arbor Day? That sounds very American. I mean, I absolutely fucking refuse to acknowledge Valentine's Day. No silly 4th of July. Oh wow, it got even more American. Nothing's more romantic than a barbecue and fireworks. Question mark, question mark, question mark. You think I'm joking, but wait and see. I met my partner Samantha at the barbecue. It's gold. You'll be all heart eyes. I'll send you details soon. Okay. All of these things sound like threats. Okay. Oh gosh, we have a lot of weapons. Oh. And the cutting edge gym, delightful. Ooh, what's at the shop? Oh, the ballet company. Yeah, I'm still too poor for that. These are presumably materials. Alright, and those are tickets, which are gifts. Got it. The machine displays a picture of a hand waving. Buy a machine. Okay. I misread Brooks Associates as Books Associates and was briefly excited that there's a bookshop in this town. Ooh, do we have money for cute outfits? Hi! Oh, we have money for fabric. Oh, I do want the camo jacket. Okay. Let's get some fabric. I think we probably need more fabric to actually do anything useful, but at least we'll now have some fabric. Shall we go change? Let's go change. Oh yes! We are fabulous. Ha! Alright. Let's go on this date, why not? The church sanctuary makes a surprisingly good combat training space. I'm not an expert, but I think that's frowned upon. You're improving, but your parry is actually a bit too good. Nobody's ever accused me of that, Isaac. You could try going a bit slower or faster, or try a new parry direction. Surprise is the spice of life, and fencing. Go on, take a stab at it. Throw your weapon! Your foil flies past his head. Hey now, that's dangerous. Let's maintain decorum in our surprises, shall we? No, never. You practice parries and lunges for a while. Nice work. You even have me sweating. You launch into the new duel and he doesn't spare you an inch. He deflects every thrust, easily knocking them aside and scoring on you. You rush him with a flurry of attacks, which he defends with poise. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't frustrate you. I just wanted to see your true level. I half expected you to throw your sword again. I didn't mean to show off. I get impatient sometimes, I suppose. And you handled me rather well, I must say. Ha! Right. Riposte timing is more forgiving. Riposte knocks enemies back further. We'll go with the forgiving timing because I still don't think I actually do this. We could continue or take a break. How are you feeling? Why are we in a church? He takes off his fencing jacket, looking around. My mother raised me in this church. It's a comforting place. She wasn't as kind as your mother, it sounds like, but she did some things right. She came for the community mostly, but I took to it more deeply. There are many mysteries in this life, Elmyra. Some people suffer, others become swords. I want that on a t-shirt. A purpose is helpful. Do you believe in a god of some kind? Not really. I would feel so alone without something greater. Even so, I hope this doesn't come between us. At least we can agree that love is power. Not just lust, real, generous, patient love. I'd like to think that love can connect everyone, no matter what deity they believe in or don't. There are so many suffering people, I want to help them all. I don't like business, but it's a tool, and a powerful one in our society. I started Brooks Associates to tackle wealth inequality, but most wealthy people aren't interested. Shocking that! He releases a long exhalation, shaking his head. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for handling my father so gracefully before. I think I just said orcs and backed out. Vincent could be a difficult man, lots of saber rattling. Why don't you stand up to him? Is he a businessman too? We all have our bad days. Is he a saber?
Right.
Indeed we do, though I'm not sure his stress is excuse his callousness. He wants what he thinks is best for me, still perhaps I should try to say something. But no matter how sharp I get, I can never get a word in edgewise. How do you work up the courage to go into the dungeon, even when you're afraid? Your dad's a dungeon monster! I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go with the terrible, tactless option. Well, my father does appear randomly and my health suffers. Extremely relatable! Life is always more complicated than a dungeon, isn't it? We all have our strategies for survival. Even in human form, I find it easier to parry than to go on the offensive. The crowd starts filtering in. Perhaps a service will start soon. Oh, out of time already. How it flies. Next time I'll make sure we don't get interrupted. I'm still not entirely convinced it's okay to do fencing in a dungeon. In a church. You feel an impulse to give a gift, but you don't have anything to give. Yes, I'm good with that. Good day, Elmyra. Be well. You head home. Okay. Weekend of us text messages. Isaac, thank you for coming to practice. I'm so pleased with your progress. What's the right emoji to use? You don't need emoji. Ta-da. Eggplant. Okay, ta-da. Let us go to the dungeon. Almost got you another date. Stop scrolling it too far. But I need some info. Be honest, would you rather get to know a guy who's buff or sweet? Swords only! Okay, well, it was a trick question because this dude is buff and sweet. His name is Jonah and he's the best. Dude, at least one of your friends is a stalker. I have no trust in your taste. How do you know you date him then? Approved. We used to date a while back. Way before Samantha. He was really fun. He'd be a good friend, I think, no matter what happens. Okay, I'm in love with someone else. I don't want to date your ex. Will I meet Samantha? Okay. Talk to you soon. Okay. Actually, what did Valeria say? Did you say to go to the dungeon or did you say to give a space? Actually, we have Cutting Edge, so let's go to Cutting Edge. Oh, wait. How phone? How phone? Phone. Yes, just dunge for a while. Cool. Let's take Valeria to the dungeon. Or the gym. If we're going to fight together, we should agree on our tactics. Oh! I think I can, like, change these at any time, which is actually quite cool. Okay, so the gym lets me change my level ups. Cool. I understand now. Let's take Valeria to the dungeon. Which floor would you like to go to? Dungeon fear unidentified.
Verona Mall has seen better days, huh?
I mean, it's a mall. Ow. Ow. Okay. Heal, pick up coffee, pick up sugar. Okay. Let's go this way, I guess. There is stuff. Feel like a break. Oh! Actually, I think we're good for the moment. Although I should grab these trash bags. And for $5 we can go to the monster shop, but actually I only have $13 right now. Let's go this way. No, that's where we came from. Ah! Elmyra is lost. Everyone is shocked. Cool. Why is all of the coffee here when I don't need it? Backstab. Backstab. Okay, I'm going to say I feel like I'm getting the hang of this, and then it's all going to go horribly, horribly wrong. I think this is a challenge room. Or similar. Possibly just a lot sort of room. Okay. Bolt. Did the monsters put this here? Probably. Okay. Yes, I did leave a coffee here for later, but I apparently don't need it. Wait, how map? Map like so. Okay. I guess we'll go to the place. Stab all of the bins. Seriously, all of the coffee's here, and I'm like, I don't need it. Stab the bin. We have time for a little self-indulgence. We have seen all of this before. I don't have a gift. Do you think the monsters use massage chairs? Yes, we have had this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh. Ow. Where are you? Stab your face. Right, let's pick this up. Plastic! Where is the out? The out is that way. Yay! We've cleared this floor! Let's see if we can clear the next floor. I think we've got this far, but not to the end of this floor. Ah. Ah. Ooh, we could heal and then get this coffee. Excellent. Ooh. More bin diving. Excellent. Woo! Ow! Whoops! More ice skating? Surely there must be like other things to do around here. Actually no, it's a mall. We'll grab coffee. We're just doing this again? Okay, sure.
Thanks.
Oh. Okay. This way. Ooh, bolt. Into the loot sack. Vodka recipe, fabulous. Alright, let's go this way. More stabs! Ah, there's a lot of them. This could have gone worse. Ooh. No, nothing there. Bolt. Sleepy time zine recipe. On that note, I should probably start thinking about wrapping up the stream in another 15 minutes or so. Ow. Ow. Ooh. Ow. I feel I made mistakes collecting those coffees. Oh no, there's coffee there. We're good. Drink coffee, collect coffee. Excellent. Stab more things. Ooh! Cleared the floor! Go us! Eep! It gets creepier. This gate is closed. Maybe I can find the key nearby. Okay. Ow! Ow! Well, hey! We baffled our fears. Time for crab, yes, quite. Ooh, we found a key as well. Let's heal and then pick up this first aid box. Excellent. Pepperoni pizza recipe, delightful. And the mole gate has been permanently unlocked. Cool. Weird full health. I'm going to admit that I did not expect to survive this. Backstab, backstab, oops. Backstabbing for fun and profit. Oops. No. The bin first. Any other shinies? No. Ooh! We found a new thing. Meh. Okay. Feels nice to stretch out after a long session of stabbing monsters. When I'm a dagger, more focused but more tense too.
Yeah.
You enjoyed though, right? Of course. Why do you think I'm here? The pay isn't that great, yeah, fair. She nudges you playfully and sits on the fountain's edge. You sit together in a companionable silence. Thanks, that was nice. My life could use a little more peace. But now I'm ready to head back in. Aww. The map is not particularly useful other than to tell me where I came from. Let's try this way. Eee! Springs. Okay. More stabbings. Is this a dead end? Yes. Oh! A cat! We may get a visit from the cat. There you are. Oh! And another one. Fabulous. Hello, cat. Is it cat break time? Come here. Come here. Oh. And this is how Coffee is. Conesome. Hello. Oh, I'm sorry about the cone. Only another like 15 hours with the cone, hopefully. Oh. Say hello to the humans. There we go. They're like, human, this is awkward enough already. Oh. Okay. Human gives scratches because I can't scratch myself. This is the cuddliest you have been, like, ever. Ever. Oh. Oh, Cone Kitty. Look this way. Look this way. No. Oh! Oh! Cat scratching duty. Very important. Oh, precious. I'm sorry about the cone. Hopefully cone freedom tomorrow. Oh, chin scratches. Oh. Yeah, they'll probably never be this cuddly ever again. Hello. Okay, bye. Right. That's obligatory cat visit done. Ooh. And we're cleared another level. Well, hey. Floor 6. Ah! More crab phone! Okay, it's just the... Ow! I did not expect that to work. And also we're out of coffee. Oh no, there's a first aid kit over there. Okay. Yes, let's definitely go to that first. I have regrets! I have no coffee left! No! Stop spawning! Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Okay, okay. Ooh, found a vault. Ooh. Animation recipe, excellent. What's over here? Suspected of being a challenge room and I am rather dinged up. But maybe I can at least get the stuff. Ignore the challenge, get the vault. Get the other vault. Cool. Bowler hat recipe. I like that I can just ignore the challenge. That's pretty cool. But I would also like some coffee, please. Ooh! Here it almost looks like a normal mall for once. This is making me think of a service station. More than a mall. Oh neat! Arcades are romantic in a way.
Huh.
The machines become outdated almost as soon as they're made, you know. They're ephemeral, always replaced by something newer and better. Do arcades still exist? She leads me to a love tester. I have concerns. Here, let's try this one. It's one of the older ones, so I think it uses skin conductivity. Barely. The love test device is 2 metal rods. Valeria stands in front of one. Well, are you brave enough? This will tell us what the future looks like. Touch the love tester. The machine lights up and beeps, as if calibrating. I'm thinking about you and how cute you are. Aww. The machine suddenly sparks and starts smoking. Yes! There's a few ways to interpret that, but I'll take it as a good sign. Yes, likewise. We're just too hot for this old rickety thing to handle. Aww, she kisses me softly. Eventually the kiss ends. Guess we have to get back to work, huh? We can't scandalise the monsters. I'm all for scandalising the monsters. Mostly I'm all for coffee, though. Coffee? No. I think this may be a no coffee only death sort of. Dear gods! Ambulance, please! Okay. We have slain many, many things. Many, many things. Found hangouts and vaults. Salvager. Explorer. Okay, we're an explorer. When you find an area clearly too low level for. Yeah! But that's okay, we've leveled up. Okay. Floors completed 3. Found the secret. I wonder what the secret is. Time spent together. Slain some enemies. Cool. Dear emergency services, I'm truly sorry. This is completely a waste of your time. Right, let's check out our various things and then we will call it here, I think. Valeria, mind meeting me again? I'll explain some things, please. Aww. Yeah. Ooh. Here's a hint of where to find me. Park? Cool. Okay, so you and a +1 are invited to my 4th of July barbecue tomorrow. Sunshine and ta-da! Jonah really wants to meet you, Heart Eyes, and he doesn't mind if you're dating someone else, no big deal. Yes, I can be polyweaponous! Is it kitty feeding time, cat? Are you gonna invite anyone? So wait, can I, like, bring both of them? Or is that... Are those two different things we're talking about? Sure. Tell them to bring something. See you tomorrow. Cool. I wonder how time works in this game. Right, let's have a look at the crafting. Sleepy time zine, which we can craft. Jonah's coming regardless. Maybe? Cool. Hello, cat. Yes, I know. I know. Give me like 5 minutes to wrap up the stream. Be up here. No. Chemistry zine. Can I only craft one of a thing? Okay, so zines, hat, anime shirt, more cute outfits. The answer is always more cute outfits. I am not entirely convinced that fried mackerel counts as a gift. Teddy bear! Ooh, I have stuff for teddy bear. And raspberry liqueur. I can craft one of each. Can I? Yeah, looks like. Let's have some raspberry liqueur. And teddy bear. Excellent. And pizza or vodka? I'm concerned that the vodka requires fabric. Pizza. Excellent. We have crafted some stuff. Okay. Oh, and we have a new t-shirt. Do we like our new t-shirt? I like the jacket better. Okay, that is auto-saving, which we like. And I guess that's kind of... Like, there's no obvious save game option. Continue, options, quit. No, that... Ooh. Options... There is no way to turn off the mum messages, apparently. Cool. I think we're going to call it here. And I will be back on Tuesday for more Scream Zone and Metroid Dread. And then I think next Thursday we'll play a bit more of this and then see if we want to actually finish it or not. Because I feel like it was a lot to start with and now it seems to have chilled out a bit and I'm more okay with it. But yeah, it was a lot to start with. Whoopsies. Maybe we can stab Eric. Stabbing Eric sounds like fun. Anyway, thank you for hanging out, chat. Been lovely to have you. And I will see you on Tuesday, I think. Passage of time, eh? Bye, Internet.